So what time it is? Yeah, that's right. It's positivity time. Yeah, bestie, you know I was gonna come back with this eventually. It's not like I don't tell you these things. I just happen to have a really bad habit of, showing up randomly. But it's okay. Doesn't matter. We always need positivity every once in a while, so yeah, there you go. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. So, are you ready for me to smother you in all the positivity that I possibly can? Because, trust me, bestie, I will. I got you. And now that I'm here, there's no escaping for you, bestie. You're gonna have to listen to me up. Listen to me spread positivity to your way. And hopefully make you smile and feel better. So, yeah. Alright. Look, as I always like to tell you, bestie, I know that the reality of the situation is things aren't ideal. We are not in, the most ideal place sometimes in life, and it's okay. At the end of the day, we just gotta make do with what we got, and I'd rather us be positive and smiling and being silly and dumb than to sit here and be depressed and sad, cause that's not really gonna get us anywhere. Like, it's just not. And that's not me saying that it's not okay to be sad, it's not okay to cry, because of course it is. We always need that outlet to cry and to vent out and all that stuff, obviously. But, sometimes we focus too much on that stuff. So, that's why, for at least the next couple of minutes, we are just gonna be positive, and we're only gonna think about the positive stuff. And I don't care if it's denial. I don't care if it's us just being delusional and, not thinking about the reality of things. But sometimes we need to, escape reality and just have fun and be silly and dumb. Okay? Okay. So why don't we think about something fun? Like, okay, bestie, I don't know about you, but I want to travel more and stuff. Like, let's just think about things we want to do. For me, like I said, I want to travel, I want to see the world, go to different countries and stuff. Try different foods, learn new things. I probably won't be able to pick up much languages along the way, because learning a language is really hard, but I guess that's something I could really dedicate some more time to. Like, if you want to do that, bestie, like, me, you, traveling and seeing the world together, like, come on. Vacations every now and again. And I know vacations are, like, expensive, but, like, we're not talking about that. We're talking about, like, happy things that we want to do. So, let's just be the Lulu for a little bit. But picture the place you want to visit. What do you want to do when you get there? What do you want to see? What do you want to buy? Because souvenirs, like, come on. Just, close your eyes and think about that. Who do you want to go with? I won't take offense if it's not me, but if it is me, that'd be pretty cool. Or you can go by yourself, sometimes solo travel. Do you want to go somewhere that is crowded, big city, or somewhere more countryside, secluded, or a place in the middle? Do you want to go in a travel group and have like a tour? Or do you want to explore it all on your own? What would you bring with you? What would you pack? The possibilities are endless. Is there anything you want to, do specifically? Anything you want to try? Food or activity-wise? Where would you want to stay? So many different questions. So many different things. I don't know, thinking about doing fun things like that helps me be happy and gives me a goal. I may not have the time or the funds right now to make those vacations come true, but if I jot them down somewhere and do my research on, approximately how much money I would need, then it gives me something I can work towards. I know it's silly, but come on, isn't it fun? Wouldn't it be fun to have a new experience? I think it would, so, come on. But okay, bestie, maybe you're not the traveling type. But wait, before we end the traveling thing, place you can fly to? Do you want to go on a cruise, a road trip, like a train, a bus? Like, there's so many options depending where you want to go, obviously. But like, that could be fun, you know. We took a road trip together. Like, we could pack and stop and like see many places. Or we could go on one of those fancy trains and just, you know, look outside. Or we could, you know, go on a plane if it's super far away, you know, and, you know, travel easier. Or a bus, and that would be a bit interesting, but it would be fun nonetheless, you know. Big stops along the way. Anyways, sorry. I just had to put that point across because I just remembered it, you know me, like spontaneous. Anywho, you might not be the traveling type, and you know, I get it, it's not for everyone. What about a hobby you have? You know, do you collect something? That's like, oh my god, think about like what you would love to collect someday. You know, obviously within reason, because sometimes collectibles can be so much money, you know, like when I look at stuff, I'm like, dang, that's so much, but hey, if you have the ambition, the effort, and you really want to, you can do it best, and you can make that money, and you can buy that thing you want, and then you can stand proud and be like, yeah, I own this. But yeah, if you collect anything, that's something that you can work towards to, like, continue your collection. Or if you have a hobby, you can save money so you can spend on a hobby. Like, I like art, you know, so, you know, every now and again I'll save a little bit of money, you know, stash it away somewhere and then buy myself new art supplies or restock on things. And it's fun, you know, going shopping and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy these art supplies. Or like cards, if you play cards too, you know. Every now and again you can buy yourself a booster pack of a card game, you know, and then just open them up and then cry when you don't get what you want, but positive, you never know. If you don't try, you know, you might actually get the card that you need, and I'll be like, well, I got what I wanted, and keep playing and stuff like that. Or plushies, or books, or little trinkets. Like, come on, bestie, we can think of 1,000 things we can shop for, and like, it'd be fun. I can help you, you know, like, we can like be smart together and save money, you know. And it can be a little bit of time. We can set aside, you know, maybe like $5 a week. And then, you know, treat ourselves to something nice. It doesn't have to be anything big. Or we can try to save our money up. And it might take a little bit longer because, you know, stuff's expensive. But, like, we'll get there eventually. Think about it positive. Sometimes when you turn your thinking around, it can really help. Instead of thinking of what you can't do, think about what you can do. And it's okay to make some dumb decisions sometimes, you know. Sometimes we don't need that fast food or that treat, but, you know, you can spoil yourself a little bit. And if you don't, I will. I'm sorry, really hyper. But it's true. We deserve to treat ourselves. Oh, what else can we do? Okay, maybe you're like, okay, Bestie, you're thinking too much about things that cost money. Well, there's a lot of things we can do that don't cost money. We can go to the park, we can go walk, we can go play games, you know, we have some games that we can play, board games, card games, video games. We can play stuff, we can do that. Or we can make our own game, we can make something up. Remember when you're like a kid and you can make believe all the time and like find ways to entertain yourself? We can go back to those days for a little bit, we can figure something out. We have a lot of things around. Like, come on. We're trying to be cost effective. Come on. Like, if we're trying to be cost effective here, there are many options. You know, I know I have plenty of papers and pencils we can draw. We can do a challenge. We can do, like, you know, drawing like a character or something or an animal, but only giving ourselves, like, you know, 2 minutes to do it, and then we can laugh about it. There are many things. And plus, we have the internet, so, like, there are a lot of, like, free games we can play, or a lot of free things that we can watch. You know, YouTube is a big thing. We can watch a lot of YouTube, binge a lot of random videos. I'm sure those videos would give us ideas, or we can just Google, like, what to do when we're broke. And I'm sure we can find many activities. Might not be the best activities, but, you know, bestie, we make it out. We've been best friends for a really long time, and the fact that we're not bored of each other yet, like, I think speaks true. I'm always here for you. I'll always lend you an ear and be silly and smother you in positivity. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. let's just be silly and go back to those days where we just don't have any care in the world. We can just talk and, reminisce about all the times we've had. That's fine too. We can cook together. We can go outside, grocery shop. We can find things that are fun. Like, come on, bestie. You've been shopping with me many times. I can make something mundane as grocery shopping really fun. Like, trust me. You might be like, how's grocery shopping fun? But, like, trust me. Come with me next time and you'll see. I'll embarrass myself if I have to. I'll, like, go up to a stranger and ask them something silly. I'll dance if I have to in public for you. Like, let's just find small little things that we can smile and laugh about. Because at the end of the day, that's what life's about. It's okay to treat yourself. It's okay to be silly and weird. We only got one shot at this, so we might as well enjoy it, especially right now that we're, able to. Right now that we have the ability to, bestie. We should just make the most out of it. Make the most out of our situation. Because at the end of the line, I don't want to sit here and then reflect on my life and regret that I didn't do this or that, or regret that I didn't have more time to, treat myself. I don't want to have that regret. I want to look back at my life and be like, dang, I really took a chance there. Dang, I really treated myself nicely. Dang, I really had a lot of fun with my bestie. That's what I want to look back at. Because we don't know how long we got. None of us really do. Things can happen. Anything can happen. We don't know exactly when this is all going to come to an end. It might be sooner, it might be later. And because of that, I think we should, take initiative and have fun and make the most out of our lives. Tell the people that we care about them, laugh and be silly, eat that food that we'd never eaten before, make efforts to make our dreams come true. You can do it, bestie. I know you can. You got it in you. And so do I. We can lean on each other. We can laugh about it years from now, after we overcame it all, and be like, dang, we really made it far. Or be like, dang, we really, changed our thinking around and started enjoying life a bit more. And we can see the beauty in life after we get there. It's not gonna happen overnight. It might not even happen for a couple years, months, even later than that. But if we really want something, then we gotta take the initiative and step out and be positive. Not be afraid of what others think. Not be afraid of being silly and just having fun, living in our own little world. It's fine to do that. You deserve to do that. You deserve to be who you are, be yourself, and be happy. Just as anyone else. So, bestie, I'll leave you with that. It was a little short, but I want to yap your ear out. Because you might be like, bestie, okay, you need to calm down. And yeah, maybe I do need to calm down, but I won't. Ever. So, let's continue our conversation. You tell me now. What are you looking forward to? What do you want out of life? What goal are you trying to achieve? Because I'm going to be there with you. Alright, bestie, it's your turn.